Another episode of Yeah, that's right. I'm your Captain Edward Teach, and this is my vessel, the Queen Anne's Revenge. And we're going to be sailing the high seas today looking for what?
Free plants.
And how are we going to get them?
Landscape debris piles.
That's right, y'all. We're at it again. Today is landscape debris pickup day in our community, so we're going to sail around in our golf cart here looking for free plants. And today's kind of a special episode. Why, buddy?
It's our 100th episode.
This is episode number 100. We started doing this. Teddy's a teenager now. I think we started doing this when he was 9. It's been a long time. So, you know, we're real thankful for everyone who stuck with us through the years and watched all the videos. If you're new to the channel, that means that you have 99 more episodes that you can go back and watch. Just prime content. Probably the best content on YouTube, for being honest. No, I'm just joking, y'all. But anyways, we're excited. It is episode 100. We do have to get going here because we're not the only ones looking for plants. Who else is?
The British Royal.
The British Royal Navy, a.k.a. the Waste Management Landscape Debris Trucks. They'll come along and crush up all of our plants if we don't get to them first. So we're going to get going down the road here. We're starting to get a little bit of daylight. So we're going to get going, and hopefully we will get to the piles before the big trucks do, eh, kiddo?
Yeah.
All right, we'll get back with everybody when we get something good.
Yeah.
All right, we just pulled up on our first find. What you got, bud?
Some variegated schefflera.
Yeah, look at that. And this one is super easy to root from cuttings. This and the solid green variety. Super easy to root from cuttings, and a common hedge plant in our area, so we'll definitely save some of this from the trash. All right, we had to turn around here. We usually go down this street here and this street here. And you can see our competition beat us to all the plants. So we're gonna zoom ahead of them here and see if we can get some of the plants before they do. All right, I see several things here. What do you see, kiddo?
Pink diamond.
Nuh-uh.
I think it is.
No, that's a corn plant. Pull it out.
Oh, yeah.
All right, he was referencing the pink diamond tea plant, but yeah, we got a corn plant right here, and look what I see right there, some spiral ginger. Nice. And both of these we can root from cuttings, so we'll save both of those from the trash. All right, I almost zoomed right past this, but Teddy spotted it. We got a pile of banana cuttings here, which we can't root cuttings, but Teddy spotted the root ball right here, and go ahead and show him the top of it. You can see the bananas are tough plants. It's already starting to shoot out. And look at all the water dripping out of there. So if we plant this, it will shoot off little pups and stuff. So I think we're going to save this from the trash. All right, we got this huge pile here. And we didn't find anything until right here. I think this is a coral plant right here. And you can see, oh no, is that the spinach tree?
It's the spinach tree, because look at that flower over there.
Yeah, that's the coral plant.
It is?
Yeah, grab it. Let me see the flower. Yeah, we have one of these planted in our front yard. I'm not sure if we can root this from cuttings or not. We'll save a couple of them though. All right, we just rolled up on a pile of beautiful little bromeliads here. And it looks like the homeowner even set them out for the neighbors to take. Oh, this is killer. We're definitely gonna save some of these. They have roots and everything. Heck yeah, little baby pups shooting off them. So we will definitely save some of these from the trash. All right, look at this killer little mini truck right here. Oh, it's for sale. Oh man, do you think your mom would let me get it? No. New Plant Pirates golf cart? No?
Work perfectly.
Look at all the plants we could put in the back. Oh my gosh, that thing's so killer. Oh, it's $8,500. I don't know about $8,500. It probably does have heat and AC. I don't know, we might have to show that to your mom, eh?
Yeah.
All right, we just rolled up on something else. What we got, kiddo?
Dragon fruit.
Nice, let me see. So there's several different varieties of dragon fruit. This seems to be like kind of the more native one here where we live. This one has little round fruits. They're not like the big dragon fruits that you see in the store, but they're still delicious. So we're gonna save some of these from the trash. So here's a pile of some beautiful bougainvillea. It's just gorgeous. We're not going to grab any because we are always barefoot, and that stuff is super spiky. So if you plant it in your property and you start pruning it and you don't pick up every little piece, you're going to step on some of it. And honestly, I don't even know if you can root that from cuttings. I've never tried before. So if anybody out there has, please post down below so everybody has the information. All right, we got another prize. What we got, bud?
I forgot what it was called. Pothos.
Yeah, giant
Pothos.
golden pothos. Can you even get some out of there without making a big mess?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, we'll be able to. I got some. Bring some cutters with me. Here you go, kiddo. If you need some cutters. Oh, he's got some. Nice. This is a super tropical plant. If you're watching from somewhere other than Florida, you might have this as a potted plant with these little leaves. But if you let it grow wild here in Florida,
It's
it
even
gets
bigger than
these
that.
giant leaves. Yeah, they get even bigger than that. So we will definitely save some of that from the trash. All right, so Teddy was just grabbing this giant pothos here, and we spotted a super prize back here. Yes, this is a real rare tea plant. We only have one of these in our house. I don't know if it's rare. You might be able to get it at the store, but we very rarely find this tea plant. Oh man,
And
I'm
ours is
stoked.
dying.
Yeah, ours is dying. Oh, I'm so stoked. Your mom's gonna be stoked about that. We can root this from cuttings too, so we will save those from the trash for sure. All right, I think we have a real prize here. What we got, kiddo? Oh yeah, multiple sprouted coconuts. We could have a coconut farm. We're not just getting plants, we're getting trees today, eh, kiddo?
Yeah.
All right, stoked. We'll definitely save those. All right, we got, it looks like, I forget the name of this one. Yeah, I think it's Calanchia. That might be, no, it's not Mother of Millions. I think it's Calanchia. When we get it home, I'll ask my wife. She'll know for sure, but we'll definitely, it's got roots, so I know we can plant it, so we'll save that from the trash.
Yeah.
All right, we got some little ornamental monkey grass here. Looks like it's got some roots. Grab that one up on top with roots. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. This stuff isn't super cool, but we can still plant it. It's a free plant, so we will save it from the trash.
Yeah.
All right, kiddo, what do we got?
Schefflera.
Nice. Oh, and it's got roots. This is one you can root from cuttings, but if it has roots, it's even better. Man, that's a nice size plant. This will make a nice little potted plant, won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, this is killer. We're definitely going to save some of these from the trash. All right, we got something in this can, some kind of lily, I think. You see it? Yeah. Does it have roots or bulbs? Oh, yes. Oh, I know that one. That one gets real big. We have this one planted already, so we'll definitely save that from the trash. All right, so we had to turn around for this. Oh, look how pretty it is. This giant orange bromeliad. Oh, it's so perfect, isn't it? Looks like that's a pup that's shooting out of an older one. You're gonna have to give it a good yank there, kiddo. From the base, yeah. Yeah, so you can see this is a pup that's shooting out of that bigger one. Yank the whole thing over here and we can cut that off the bottom.
And then it's spiky.
Yeah. Yeah, so you can see that's why the homeowner threw it away, because the one flowered, but it did shoot off a new pup, so we're going to save that from the trash. All right, we just rolled up on these two Caribbean agaves. I think this one might be too big for us to grab, but we're going to take this one. I know it looks terrible, but if we plant it, it will
The leaves will fill back in.
They will, yeah. So we're definitely going to save that from the trash. Okay, I think we just rolled up on the prize of the day here. Hey, kiddo?
Yeah.
It's well, I was going to say I think it's in a smooth agave, but it does have some spikes on here. I'm not really sure what kind of agave this is. And you can see it already flowered. But that's okay. If we plant it, it will shoot off some more little offsprings. And I've got to keep this. We've got to take this, right, kiddo?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So we are definitely going to save this from the trash. All right, we made it back to the house.
Yeah.
We had a real good day today for episode 100. I think the plant gods were smiling down on us today because we got some killer stuff, didn't we? Yeah. I'm not even sure what the plan of the day is, what the find of the day is. We're just gonna have to pull everything out and decide in the end, eh?
Yeah.
All right, where do you want to start?
I think this.
You want to start with that big agave? You want me to pull it out?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hand you the camera, and I'll see if I can get this out. It's kind of spiky and it's real heavy. Ugh, we just kind of plopped it in here, made a big mess on the golf cart. Oh man, look at that. That is a prize. So
Yeah.
you can see that this agave has flowered. So it's done. It's on its way out. But we are going to plant it because we're hoping it's going to shoot up some little offspring for us. And I'll show everybody what I mean. So I thought this was a smooth American agave. But you can see it's got some spikes on it. We have another one over here, a smooth agave over here.
We found it in the trash also.
We did. In fact, it's worth mentioning, I guess, this is episode 100, and we've been able to pretty much landscape our entire property with free plants that we got from our Plant Pirates episodes, including this one right here. This is a smooth agave right here, and it looked about as pathetic as that one over there when we got it. Yeah, and you can see it has totally sprung back to life here. But this is what we're going for right here. It's right under here. You can see all these little pups. And you can literally just break them off. Boom, there's two of them right there. You can break them off and plant them or give them to your friends or neighbors. I think I have a couple that I've potted up over here. We might have given them away already. I pot these up and then we just give them away to friends and stuff. Here's some Caribbean agaves we have in pots still. I think I gave away all the smooth agaves.
Well, now we have more.
Yeah, but anyways, that's why we grabbed this one, this agave right here. It is, after they flower, that's the end of their life cycle, but it will shoot off. In fact, it might even have, if we look around here, it might even have a little offspring somewhere in here. Yep, right there. Boom.
Sweet.
So the whole thing was worth grabbing just for that little guy right there. So I'm real stoked that we got that. I don't think I have this variety of agave. The closest thing I have to it is the smooth agave we just showed you, but that one is smooth and it doesn't have this kind of pinkish hue.
Also, these
this one
have
has
curvy leaves.
Yeah, it's super cool. I'm real stoked about that. Super stoked. Yeah. All right, what we got next, kiddo?
Corn plant.
Corn plant. Wouldn't be Plant Pirates without a corn plant, right?
Yeah.
So if y'all are watching from anywhere other than Florida, you know, you might have a corn plant in a pot that looks about like that. But if you plant them down here in Florida out in the wild, I'm trying to look around. I know I have a big one in the backyard.
Like a 20-foot one.
Yeah, we have some that are as tall as the house, and I don't mean the gutter. I mean as tall as the house. They get huge down here. I mean they'll get I don't want to say as tall as the cabbage palms, but they'll get, I mean, almost up to the foliage of the cabbage palms. They're just huge. I mean they can get massive down here. So, all right, what else?
Okay.
I want to grab that spiky. Yeah. So we got a Caribbean agave here.
Well, and some garden.
And look, it already has some little offsprings shooting off of it. This looks terrible. I know it does, but just like the other agave, it will bounce back to life. In fact, I think we have several that I just showed you some we have in pots here. And these looked about like that, but I have some bigger ones. In fact, Teddy and I got a real big one. It's up here, I think. We got a real big one that looked real pathetic, and we just kind of plopped it in the ground, and now it's doing pretty good. Yeah, there it is. Oh, there goes a bunny, eating all my stuff. Yeah, so right here. So we got this one right here on the side of the road, and it looked about like the one we just showed you. We put it in the ground and watered it, gave it a year or so, and you can see it's totally perked back up now. These are killer plants too. Of course, they probably prefer full sun. We have this almost in full shade here, and it is still thriving. Great plants. They have these deadly spikes on them.
Oh my gosh, those hurt so
They
bad.
do. In fact, if you have it in an area where, you know, you're going to be brushing up against or your kids are going to be playing basketball, you can go through here and snip the little ends off, but they will grow back. I think all these little spikes are just, when you snip this, the tips of the leaves just kind of harden and form these spikes. So they will come back. And then of course they've got the barbs on the sides. You can run your finger this way on them, but if you run it towards the plant, you're going to get
Yeah.
You're going to get
Look
spiked.
at the glove. It's already snags on every single one.
But you can see how beautiful that plant is, and it looked just like the other one. So
Yeah.
that's why we grab them. A lot of times, you know, we'll get stuff on the side of the road that looks real sorry. But the intent is to bring it back to life and either enjoy that plant, or like we keep saying with all these other plants, or get the offspring, plant it to get the offsprings, and then get rid of it. So, all right, bud, what else we got? We got so much good stuff today.
This awesome bromeliad.
Yes, I love these bromeliads. And this is a giant bromeliad. In fact, that one's pretty big right there, but that's not full size.
Is a tiny little
That's
pot.
Yeah, you can see back in here. You can see how big these have gotten right here. Here's a big one right here. This is the same.
Whoa.
Yeah, this is the same bromeliad right here. But you can see how big it is. It's almost 4 feet tall, probably. And it's also shot off another pup, so I need to get in here and split these up and move them around. They add a lot of nice color and texture to the garden. All right, what's next, bud?
So this, I thought it was spinach tree when you.
Yeah, I think it's the coral plant.
Coral plant.
Yeah, you can see it had a flower here. We got, oh, there's my youngest one right there. I don't know what he's doing. But here's our coral plant right here. Here's the flower up here. Beautiful flower. This one, I think we cut it back at one point and it just grew back. Probably needs to be cut again. It's starting to lean, but kind of a cool plant to have in the garden. It kind of almost looks like a papaya leaf. But cool plant, cool flowers, beautiful flowers. So we had to grab that.
Yeah.
All right. We got more. We got more. Yes, this is the spider lily, the beach spider lily. Yeah. So this is one that we'll find. These things get pretty big. We have them planted in the garden. We got some
giant specimens way back there.
Yeah, we got some. These are a little bit in decline right here. We have some huge ones back here. Right under this is our miracle fruit tree. I don't think it has any fruit on it right now. But you can see the spider lilies down there. This is one that we'll find the bulbs washed up on the beach after a hurricane.
You still have.
Yeah, and in fact, yeah, I'm doing this as a kind of as a experiment. I grabbed a couple maybe 5 years ago. Well, let's say 4 years ago off the beach. And I planted some of these bulbs down there, and that's what the plants are now. But I saved this one bulb just to see how long it would last in my garage. And you can see it still has some green.
You should plant it right.
I know. I mean, it still has life to it, and this has literally been sitting on my workbench for, more than several years. For quite a while. Yes, it's got to be 4 years old, and you can see it still has life to it. So super tough plant. The fact that we got some with roots on it makes it even better. Yeah. All right, what's next, bud?
We've got some monkey grass.
Yeah, some kind of ornamental. You all right?
Yeah.
Some kind of ornamental little monkey grass. It's not super cool, but still makes a nice little edge plant. I have different monkey grasses popped in. When we bought this property, every single garden bed up here was just lined with monkey grass. Yeah, it all was. And so I've kind of come through here. We've come through here, and so here's some right here. But we've come through here and ripped some of it out and replaced it with bromeliads and other plants to break it up some. But I still like it. I like the texture that it adds. So, I mean, and we can't, a free plant's a free plant. We couldn't pass it up. So we did grab some.
Got some spiral ginger.
Yes, spiral ginger. And this is the one that has the kind of conical flowers that then shoots off the little flowers, right? That we can eat.
That's button ginger.
Button ginger, you're right. Okay. Yeah, spiral ginger. Okay, so spiral ginger, this is one we can plant from cuttings. Not all gingers we've had luck with. The
shell ginger, it's that stuff, right?
Yeah, so we have
variegated shell ginger.
Yeah, so you can see this shell ginger, this clump of plants right here. And then this is the variegated shell ginger. This is one you'll see at your big box garden store down here. Real pretty leaves on this one. And they put off these like Oh, here's a spent flower pod right here, but they put off these like dangling little flowers with these little flower shoots with these little flowers that come off of them. Real pretty plants, but we can't root those from cuttings, or we've been unsuccessful,
Yeah,
at least.
It's like you and crotons.
Yeah,
Whenever you get
I don't do well with crotons or hibiscus for some reason.
Yeah.
I kill all the crotons and hibiscus. I don't know why. Some dragon fruit.
A little bit of dragon fruit, more of it's berry.
Yeah.
But...
Like I said, this is not the variety you would probably plant for fruit, but these do have little fruits on them, little round fruits, and they're delicious.
Yeah.
They're delicious. I like them. All right. And we got a lot of stuff. We still got a lot more stuff in there. Whoa, look at that blue jay right there. It's so pretty. Do you see it? Whoa, man, it was pretty. That might have been the prettiest blue jay I've ever seen.
Yeah. That was crazy.
Drinking out of my gutter, which means that my gutters aren't draining properly. All right, snake plant.
Snake plant.
We got lots of snake plant, but these are, you know, in fact, this might be a different variety than what I have planted. These look like they're full grown, and they're only about shin height, which would make a great potted plant. So we're definitely going to save those. We have a couple different varieties of snake plants.
So I found out which one this one is.
Go ahead, pull it out.
Pulled out yet?
Pull it out. What is it?
The Janet Craig Compacta Dracaena.
Okay.
I knew
So
it
it's
had
not
a name.
so it's
because
not
we
a tea
found it
plant.
before.
No, tea plants
It's a
are
Dracaena, yeah.
It's a Dracaena, okay. All right, cool. Well, so Teddy and I were real stoked to find this one. Like I said, we have it planted. I think it's over here, and it's kind of gotten overshadowed by some of the other plants. Yeah, there it is. Yeah.
right there also.
Yeah, it's not doing very well in here. I obviously need to move it, and I think it's because it just got overtaken by everything else. But now we have those two nice cuttings right there. So I'm super stoked about that. We did plant those from cuttings over there, so I know for a fact we can plant these from cuttings.
I think there might be some over here too.
There might be, yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else you got, bud?
Mother of thousands.
A mother of thousands, yes. So this is one that we're not going to plant.
Oh,
We've had problems with these. So I don't see any on here, but usually there's these it has little plants along the side that pop off.
There's one.
Oh, yeah, that pop off. And then they'll just spread all over your yard and
There's
become...
like one on each groove of each leaf.
Yeah, it becomes a big mess. But it's a beautiful potted plant if you know... Yeah, if you keep it from spreading, it's a great plant, a great kind of succulent plant. So we thought we'd grab that and show everybody.
Coconuts.
Sprouted coconuts. Yes, and Teddy was wondering, so we got trees today. We didn't just get plants. Now Teddy was wondering, right behind him there, I have a hatchet here. And now he knows what's up. Don't say anything. We got a if you're not if you haven't grown a lot of coconuts, you might not know what I'm gonna do with that hatchet.
This
but
one.
Teddy does. Yep. So if everybody sticks around, once we're done showing the rest of the plants, well, I'll go ahead and do it right now. So what are we doing?
So when there's a sprout on a coconut, on the inside grows a little bread called queen's bread.
Not a bread.
Not a bread.
It's called queen's bread, but it's kind of a round ball, white ball of nutrients, I guess, that the plant will live off of until it sets its roots, and you can eat it. It's actually real delicious. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hand Teddy the camera here, and I'm gonna crack one of these open, and I'll show everybody what the queen's bread looks like. Let's go maybe over here.
Not chop up concrete and dull the blade.
All right. This might not be the greatest tool for this, but I'm going to use it anyways. So, see if we can hack this thing open and show everybody some queen's bread. Now, of course, if you do this, you're ruining the plant. You don't get to plant the plant after this, but you can eat the queen's bread, and it's delicious. It has different tastes. Sometimes it's sweet, sometimes it's a little salty.
Sometimes it's pink.
Yeah, sometimes it's pink, sometimes it's white. Come on, this right there. These coconuts can be hard to open. Green coconuts are easy to open. Brown ones are hard.
Just chop off the top with a machete.
Probably ruin the queen's bread at this point, but All right, that's not it. A couple more hits here. If I can get my axe out. Well, there better be some in here. I'm gonna be mad if there's not.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm not seeing any yet.
Find out episode 100 when we finally
definitely some in there.
when we finally get this coconut open. Oh, I see some.
There's definitely some in there.
Whoa. Whoa.
So there it is.
That's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Yeah, so there it is, and you can see it's kind of like I don't know, kind of like a marshmallow, or I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of got a like a spongy texture to it.
It's like a dried out sponge, kind of, but does it taste good?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one tastes pretty good. So, if I didn't butcher it here, you can usually get it to come out in a nice round circle. You just clean some of this junk off, and it's pretty good. I think it's a delicacy in some of the islands.
Yeah.
We tried it for the first time probably, I don't know, 5-6 years ago. I didn't even know that that existed until then. Yeah, you can see it's very spongy.
Yeah, it's a little wet also.
Yeah, but that is what this plant would live off of until it set enough roots to start drawing nutrients out of the ground. So, encourage everyone to try it if you get a chance.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, what else we got?
We have...
And we still have this one leftover sprouted coconut to plant.
Yeah.
Even though, if I'm being honest with everybody, we have so many sprouted coconuts. We use coconuts as, you can see we use them to line our garden beds, and they eventually start sprouting. And that one's gonna have to be moved. I don't want it there. I don't know if you can see from here, but all along the property line over here, we've used coconuts to line the garden beds, and they're just, they're sprouting everywhere. I mean, look at this just right here. There's one sprouting. There's one right there. We got a whole line of them right here, and I don't want a bunch of coconut palms right here. I really don't want coconut palms anywhere close to the house.
We should put them
Because
in our
falling
backyard.
coconuts are no joke, huh?
We should put them in our backyard.
Yeah. But I mean, you can see we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, we have tons of sprouted coconuts.
Yeah, everywhere.
Yeah. All right. All right, what else we got? This was a banner day. We got a lot of
Yeah.
stuff.
It was great for episode 100.
We got a lot of stuff. What else?
So, we have some
What else?
bromeliads.
Oh, I forgot about those. I'm excited about those. I love bromeliads, and these are the right size too. I like these giant bromeliads, don't get me wrong, but anytime we can get some small or medium-sized bromeliads, I will jump at it. I just love bromeliads. We have them planted. I mean, we pop them in everywhere. I pop them in everywhere. I mean, we got all, I don't even know how many varieties of bromeliads we have. We got, and there's some right there. There's a purple one right here. We have some right here. I need to clean this bed up a little bit. But I just love bromeliads. This nice spotted one. All of these bromeliads we found on the side of the road too. It's quite amazing. Here's some more right here. And right here. There's another variety right here. I had a big one. There's a big orange one over there. I don't know. We got them everywhere. Here's kind of a medium orange one right here. They are just so cool. What's up, bud?
There's a purple one up here.
Yeah. All right, what else? Is that it?
That's all the bromeliads. There's
Wow, look
more.
at all these plants. Holy cow.
Golden Hawaiian pothos.
The pothos, yes. Yes, so like I was saying earlier, if you have this as a house plant,
You'll know it should be like this
yeah,
size. Maybe a
the
little
leaves
bigger.
probably won't even get much bigger. They won't change color really. They might change a little color, but if you plant it here in Florida, like we showed you earlier, especially if you let it grow up a cabbage palm or something, it will get these beautiful variegated leaves.
And we had some like twice the size. Maybe more.
Oh yeah, some of the leaves get way bigger than that. Beautiful plant though. It can be mildly invasive. Some people, when we show this on the channel, people are like, oh, it's invasive, it'll take over your yard. Well, it will, yeah, it will over 10 or 15 years, but you can easily, I mean, I've had that planted for several years, and I can just go and yank it off the tree, and that's that. I mean,
Yeah,
it's not
like taro root, I think.
uh,
Taro vine?
oh no, that's the arrowhead.
Arrowhead.
Yeah, that one is terribly invasive.
That's horrible.
It is horrible, yeah. All right, what else?
Some very sad, dirty.
Yeah. Yeah. Schefflera. This was the first thing we grabbed. We had been down several streets and hadn't found anything yet, so we figured we might as well grab everything we can get.
Yes.
And then we found all this stuff, and then it was funny, at the very end, we saw like 3 trash cans full of like the most beautiful cuttings of that, but we just left it because...
There's a dirty pile.
Yeah, but these are super easy to root from cuttings. And it's still a gorgeous plant.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Whoa, how am I going to get this out?
What is it?
It's a banana.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Can you get it?
So did I.
So here's another one that we grabbed early on because we were worried we might not get anything else. This is the base of a banana plant. You can't plant bananas from cuttings, but this isn't a cutting. It's got the root ball on it. And this will shoot up more banana plants.
It'll also shoot one up right
It probably will. Actually, if we plant this, it'll probably just continue to grow. You can see this was a big variety. Probably a tall Orinoco, if I was guessing. I mean, it could be a praying hands, but praying hands are a little rarer.
They're a little bigger.
Yeah, we have some praying hands. These tall ones are praying hands right here. Our bananas aren't looking great right now. I need to feed them. The praying hands, if you're unfamiliar with them, their bananas are real weird. They're like fused together.
They're like this.
Yeah, and they almost look like a hand. That's why they're called that. They're real delicious, but every time you peel one banana off, you kind of open up the next one.
So you have to eat them all.
Yeah, you gotta eat them all. Is that everything?
Holy cow.
Yeah, I think we just killed it today. Let's see. I'm going to step back here, just get a view of all these plants. What do you think is the plant of the day, kiddo?
Either that, or that, or that.
Okay, I'm going to say I agree. I think it's either that agave. I'm going to have to say the agave because I don't have that one yet. I was real stoked to get this, to get the tea plant, but... I think it's the agave.
Let's see. I'm going to count how many things we found. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17.
Yeah, killer. Super stoked. Yeah, I think the agave is the plant of the day, though.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, y'all. Well, I hope you enjoyed the adventure here. This was our big episode 100. If I was like other YouTubers, I would have probably put together a beautiful montage of all the stuff we found over the years and everything. But if I'm being honest, I actually still have all of my footage. I have all the original footage. I haven't lost it or anything, but it's backed up on several different hard drives and computers. And
in like a different state.
Yes, and I accidentally left some of them up at our place in Georgia, so I don't have all that footage with me. But if you're new to the channel, you are lucky. If you enjoyed today's episode, you have 99 more episodes you can go back and watch. Can you imagine that? You can just binge watch me and Teddy riding around in our crappy golf cart going through the trash for days on end if you want. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But all right, y'all. Well, I really we enjoy doing this series. We really appreciate everybody who's stuck with us, who's watched all the episodes, who's commented. I mean, if you have any questions or comments or any tips about any of the plants here that you'd like to share with us or anybody else who's watching, please post down below because it helps to move the knowledge along further. You know, it helps everybody. So if you did enjoy the episode, if you did enjoy our adventure today, maybe you'd consider subscribing to our family's YouTube channel. And if they don't, what's going to happen, bud?
My baby brother's going to punch you in the face.
Oh, no. Yeah, and you better watch out. His baby brother is one little pistol pants. So you don't want that to happen. Maybe just go ahead and consider subscribing to our family's YouTube channel. Till next time, everybody out there, take care.
Bye.